right on in. You're at Father Fish.
Welcome. How are you? Happy to be here. This is a response to a number of questions about the Substrate Supplement. The supplement is additional material that we add to the peat moss, soil, compost mix in order to be able to increase the longevity of the soil. So I'm going to go through the items we add in and why we do them. And I'm going to try to do it in small enough portions that I will be actually making approximately 55 gallons worth, or enough for a 55-gallon tank. So here's the trunk. The trunk is open. This is what the bag looks like. This is what you get in the mail. You got a 1 quart sandwich bag that's full. It's a couple of pounds, and it's enough to do 100 gallons generously. There are currently 11 different ingredients that I'm using in my supplement mix. The basic one, there are 2 basic ones. One is char, biochar. Biochar is probably one of the most important organic materials in gardening. Biochar. It's charcoal that is heated at a very low temperature in order to be able to maintain some organic value. The other item I use is a similar amount, which is about 1 cup of worm casings. With the biochar, these 2 items together comprise probably the healthiest soil you could possibly have. Worm casings and biochar, 1 cup each. From here, it gets a little crazy. We're going to start by adding half a cup of Diatomaceous Earth. It's a very fine powder. Really a microscopic powder. You see it powdery. This is a texture that's a little easier to work with. 1 cup, maybe slightly less, Diatomaceous Earth. Diatomaceous Earth is a fossil material. It's an ancient seabed material comprised of the skeletons of diatoms. It's used as a filtering agent, used as a scrubbing agent. When it was created, was made of calcium because it's the skeleton of a microscopic animal. It is no longer calcium, it is fossilized, which means that the mineral calcium has been replaced by whatever minerals replaced it. So we have those, in addition to which it is a very tiny, round little ball full of holes. So it provides an excellent resource for bacteria to be able to migrate into it and establish a nice little home for themselves. Very well. The next item is one that is really critical to any kind of substrate in a fish tank because it provides a buffer. I use Dolomitic Limestone. Dolomitic Limestone breaks down pretty slowly. It is a stone kind of format. It's not fine powder. This is a material that is going to last years, year after year after year, but it provides a buffer. I use about a cup of Dolomitic Limestone. Now we get into some of the fancy stuff. Baking soda. Baking soda is absolutely critical as a buffering agent. One of the problems of a dirted soil in an aquarium is its ability to become acidic and to produce acid. We don't want acid. So we use baking soda as a way of being able to buffer out the acid and keep it alkaline. The dolomite also does that. That is the lime is also base and it helps in that respect as well. There's about 2 tablespoons of baking soda. The next item I like to use is Epsom salts. Bag of Epsom salts, containing, of course, magnesium sulfate. Magnesium and sulfides are 2 of the most important things that plants need that they don't get near enough of almost always. So we supplement with some salt. We don't want to use too much. Put some of that back, because we don't want the effect of salt in it killing bacteria. So we use just enough to be able to maintain a magnesium foundation without getting carried away. Here we go. Iron. I'm using ferrous sulfate for iron. I find that it's just easier to use. This may be empty. Iron, of course, is a building block of plant growth. And it is otherwise difficult to obtain for our purposes. I mean, we used to do things like put rusty nails in. Well, that works, but it takes a while. This ferrous sulfate works pretty quickly, and it provides a solid iron supplement. I've got about a half a cup of iron supplement. Blood meal. Blood meal provides iron and other organic minerals. I've got about a cup. Actually, it's a little better than a cup. And bone meal. Blood meal and bone meal. Bone meal for calcium. Can't have too much calcium. So again, about a cup of bone meal, maybe a little less. Cup or a little less of blood meal. Now we're down to the last 2 items. I use Mycorrhizae, which is a fungal supplement. Fungus is one of those little understood processes that occur in fish tanks. We don't see mushrooms, but we do see fungus. And it's a food source for an awful lot of animals. So we want to be able to provide some of the foundation, about a half a cup of Mycorrhizae, and then one last item. This is one I am particularly proud of because it was hard to come by. This is from Indonesia, a natural fertilizer that is very high in phosphorus. So high it's rated 070, half a cup of phosphorus. Okay, and that's basically it. Now what I want to do is get the tub back up here, and we're going to mix it. I do this usually in much larger volumes. There's really quite a lot in there. More than enough for a 55 gallon. Enough easily. I think I still have even more than enough for 100 gallon. But it's not an exact science. You can use more, you can use less. It's not really formulaic. Now, soils are different. All soils are different. And your soil is going to be different by virtue of the fact that you have put it together. Okay, so let's bag some of this up and see what we've got here. There's a 1 quart bags. I sell the bag for $20. You can see why. It's got a lot of fairly expensive ingredients in it. A little bit too much, not a lot too much. I could probably get it all in, but then I wouldn't be able to close the bag. So there we have it. First person to order gets this bag. And you can say you watched Father Fish put together your substrate supplement. There it is, folks. Substrate supplement, courtesy of Father Fish. Hope you enjoyed. Do join us on our Discord channel where we talk about this and other things on a regular daily 24-hour-a-day basis. Come visit our store where you can buy this supplement and a number of other things, including an increasing variety of plants. So I hope you'll join us. Nice to be with you. Love you all. Bye for now.